Welcome to Kutch Time. The date is October 24th, 2025, and the Detroit Pistons just beat the Houston Rockets 115 to 111. Today, the refs tried to control the game. There was 55 total foul calls today, and that is absurd. That's not a pleasurable viewing experience for the fans. For any fans, for the fans of the Pistons, for the fans of the Rockets, for the fans of the NBA, people trying to get in basketball. No one wants to watch a game where every few minutes they have to review a call and then waste 3-4 minutes of ad revenue and ad time. No one wants that. The players don't want that. The fans don't want that. The viewers don't want that. Who wants that? That's my tangent. Let's get into the nitty gritty of the game. Speaking of foul calls, Jalen Duren got tossed after a flagrant 2 against Ben Thompson where he elbowed him in the face. It was valid. It was valid for him to get tossed. He also had a technical foul early on due to shoving a Houston Rockets player after getting wrapped up. That was a bit weak of a tech. Whatever. Isaiah Stewart and Ron Holland both fouled out of the game because of how many foul calls were called. Duncan Robinson was in foul trouble. Cade was in foul trouble. Multiple players were in foul trouble today. And it slowed the game down, and it was bad competition. You can't play viewable defense when you're scared to foul them every time. And that's what the refs did. They were blowing weak calls the whole time. And some good news. First minutes of the year for Chaz Lanier, who's the rookie out of Tennessee, second round pick, and first minutes of the year for Danish Jenkins, who is a two-way player, signed him, point guard. He's been on our team for 2 years now. Both scored today. Chaz Lanier had a three-pointer. Jenkins had a three-pointer and a pair of free throws. Both showed up, did their part. Chaz played 12 minutes. Davis played 5 minutes. Both contributed. And their no minute was a wasted minute, so they played real minutes. A reason why both of them played, Ivy has been hurt. He will be hurt. Sasser was already hurt. He should be back soon. Karis LeVert was new today. He was hurt today. He should be back soon. But again, it showed the limited guard depth we have. Like, Chaz is not a guy you're expecting to be played. Danish Jenkins is not a guy you're expecting to be played. We were playing him against the Houston Rockets, who are projected to be a top 5 team in the NBA. The Pistons are not projected to be a top 5 team in the NBA. But you want to play like a top 5 team in the NBA. And if you're rolling out Danish Jenkins, I love the guy. Rolling out Chaz Lanier, great player. It's going to struggle. You're going to struggle. But you need to get them the reps. And I'm glad they did, because that was a problem last game, and even a little bit this game, of a primary ball handler for the second unit. Obviously, it's supposed to be Jaden Ivey. Jaden Ivey can't do it. He's hurt. He had surgery. Hopefully, he gets back in his month and a half time. And Danish Jenkins played that role a little bit in his few minutes, but Asar played the other half. And I love Asar. I love what Asar does on the defensive end. I love his finishing. Even his mid-range pull-up has gotten a little better. He made a three-pointer today. Congrats, Asar. You made a three-pointer. You beat your brother and meant to it. But he has struggles handling the ball. He does have a playmaker's vision, but sometimes he can't make it done. And he'll force things that are there, but that he can't make. And that you can almost get away with it on the primary unit because there's so many good players. Like, the players are a higher caliber, so they'll make up for it. But on the secondary, the players aren't up to that high level of basketball that you expect out of starters, so they can't cover up for it as much. So, do I trust Asar being a backup point guard right now with Ivy out? Not really. Do I wish Danish Jenkins got more minutes? Yes. He looked fine today in his minutes he played. He only played 5, but he looked fine. When Sasser comes back, I hope he gets a chance to play too. We drafted him in the first round. Again, Asar's a starter already. He'll get his minutes. Let's give the guys who can potentially help us in the secondary unit. Let's give them some minutes. Let's see what they can do. Because we know what a star can do, and it's great. And then it's not. Some other good things. Duncan Robinson, much improved today. He shot 0 for 5 last game. Shot 4 for 8. He shot 0 for 5 from 3 from last game. 4 for 8 today. Uh, 3-point shooting overall was great. Last game was 7 for 24. Today was 16 for 39, 41%. Over a 10% increase from free throw point percentage. That's what you want to shoot in a day in the modern NBA, around that 40% mark. So that is perfect. MVP of the game was Paul Reed. There's no doubt about it. Since Jalen Turner went out in the second quarter, got ejected, Isaiah Stewart got fouled out, and halfway through the fourth quarter, Paul Reed had to play 19 minutes today. He only played 3 minutes in the first game. He had 13 points and even a three-pointer, and he had the game sealing, game clinching, whatever you want to call it, however you want to see it. He had the block and Sengun who was trying to tie the game in the final seconds. It was 15 seconds remaining, around 15 seconds remaining. He got the block and Sengun, and that basically sealed the game for the Pistons. And that was Paul Reed. So Paul Reed's fourth quarter minutes, even the little minutes he played in the first half, third quarter, he was MVP. He's a big reason we won today, especially because you need a big man to play the Rockets because they have the biggest starting lineup in NBA history. Their starting lineup is 6'7" plus, and a lot of the time today, most of the guys on the floor for the Pistons were not 6'7". Cade also had an amazing fourth quarter today, but again, like the first game, he struggled those first 3 quarters, and it's slightly alarming. But he steps up in the fourth every time, so you kind of brush it off. He had 21 total points today. 10 of them were in the fourth. He had 3 total threes. 2 of them were in the fourth. He made the game clinching to put the Pistons up 4. The game clinching free throws after getting fouled after the Rockets started the foul game. So he showed up in the fourth. He showed up when he needed to, but just having so little impact, sometimes a negative impact in the first bit of the game, it's tough. You don't want to see it. You'd rather not have that. You'd rather Cade be the star. You know he can be, and you know he showed up in these games. You know he can do it in the games and who he's playing against. So why isn't he doing it all 4 quarters? Why is only the fourth quarter that my name's called? Time for me to step up. Hopefully he can improve. It's dire that he does, because it's not. The Rockets played poorly today. The Rockets are a better team than what they were today. The Pistons played decent today, but we could be a lot better. Some of the bad today. Tobias Harris again didn't show up. He was 4 for 12 and 9 points. Is his role going to decrease as Ron Holland continues to show his effort on both defensive and offensive improvement? I think a lot of people expected that to be maybe a next year problem, but Ron Holland has improved vastly from what I expected him to be. This year, I mean, he had a great summer league. He had a decent preseason, but I didn't expect him to be better than Tobias already. And there's potential that he is, and there's a potential that's going to be an awkward conversation to have in the coming months if it continues this path. And then Cade had 8 turnovers today. That happens with primary ball handlers. Not primary, ball dominant guys. So like guys like Luka, guys like Trae Young, James Harden, the guys who have high usage rates, who when they're on the court, they are the offense. Cade is the offense. No matter if it's a good night, it's a bad night, he is the offense. If he's not scoring, he's passing the ball. He's getting assists. He's making sure his teammates are fed. And he had 8 turnovers, and you want that lower. You need that lower. Turnovers overall were 17 tonight, which is is worse than league average. Last game was 10, which was better than league average. Uh, so hopefully, Cade keeps the fourth quarter greatness up, but let's raise those first 3 quarters up. Let's cut down the turnovers because we have the home opener Sunday night. You gotta win it. It's for the fans. They didn't win. Pistons didn't win a single playoff game against the Knicks at home. You gotta win a real home game. Preseason don't count. So ultimately, Pistons played better tonight. The refs still suck like they always do. It's the NBA. Ron Holland has potential to truly make a difference on this team, truly become a starter sooner than anyone could expect. And the Pistons still need a true secondary ball handler. Or if we have one, we need to play them secondary ball handler minutes. Let's see if we do that. Let's get the win on Sunday. Thank you.